Don't we all deserve some accolades? So let's move away from those issues. And one thing that will take our attention some of the times on this program is Ekiti politics, because the elections are just few weeks away. So on Sunday on the program, we did speak with the governor of the state, who insists that no party, no individual can defeat his political party in the state. So the politics of the state has proven to be one of the most intriguing in the country. The governorship state has always been hotly contested. The intrigues in the build-up to the election coming up in July is being followed closely. So political actors are already reeling out their plans. The plans are also accompanied with a level of confidence. A few days ago, Governor Ayodele Fayose, the governor of the state, was our guest on the program. He said he's starting his party, the PDP, and his candidate will take over from him. But going by the roll call and the caliber of people jostling for the ticket on the different political parties, it is obvious it won't be a walk in the park for any political party as that. So the APC alone has 2 former governors, 2 former senators, and other political gladiators jostling for the party's ticket. And they are also expressing confidence in getting their party's ticket.
For me, it's not about ambition. As I indicated earlier today, I have a profound sense of unfinished business. A lot of what I did in office had been eroded. And there's a sense of pain, a sense of legacies destroyed, and a sense of duty to bring those things back. That's why the theme of my campaign is reclaiming the land, restoring its values.
A party candidate that is sellable to Ekiti people, you know. We have different parties coming on board. It's not just, this election is not just about APC. We have PDP, we have other parties that are coming on board. So it's good for us not to swim against the tide. It's good for us to swim along with the tide. So people have said they don't want former governor to come back, any former governor to come back, and they say they want a southern governor for Ekiti State. So it's just that I'm very lucky to be able to fit in perfectly to the criteria set by the people. I'm just very lucky.
I am born ready. I can tell you clearly, except there are skirmishes, except there are hanky-pankies played by the National, which they have promised that there won't be. We just had a meeting in Lagos with the leadership of the Southwest, one of our major leaders within the nation, Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Baba Bisi Akande. They reiterated to us and reassured us that these elections, sincerely, will be free and fair. Don't forget, the elections of Ekiti State would actually play a ripple effect on what happens in Osun State. So we need to be careful within the party, which will in turn play onto what happens in 2019. So all these things are clear signals to what 2019 will be. And that's why our party has very clear-minded people.
So we've just shown you about 3 or so of the top contenders in the race for the APC ticket. You remember earlier last month, Senator Ayuarishe declared interest. It was somewhat level of a big declaration in Ado-Ekiti. Also, former Governor Kayode Fayemi also made a declaration and aside a host of others. So if you look at the names on the roll for APC, they are numerous, but these are perhaps one of the top contenders that you will find in that race. Former governors, former senators, Kayode Fayemi, Senator Arishe, Senator Ojudu, Okoyemi Bamidele, Segun Oni, Bimbo Daramela. In fact, out of those are also former members of the House of Representatives, and the list goes on and on. If you look at the PDP, these are not also pushovers. Senator Abiodun Olujimi, a former deputy governor, Professor Kolakpo Olushola is the present deputy governor, Dayo Adeyeye, a former minister, Ambassador Dere Bejide, all of them in their own right, they are big wigs. And this race promises to be perhaps one of the most intriguing and one of the most interesting in the history of politics of Ekiti State. Let me also tell you, in the history of the state, you will have just about 2 former deputy governors that are not running. So it's going to be very interesting. So when you have 2 former governors in the race, several deputy governors in the race, former senators in the race, where do we start from? Let's get one of those who is gunning to get a ticket of the APC. He was the Director General of Kade Fayeme's campaign, and the last time, a former member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Bimbo Daramola, joins us in the studio tonight on the program. Thank you so much, Honorable Daramola, for your time on the program.
Thank you very much.
You are running against your former principal, the man that you helped. Well, when you were the DG, you lost the election.
Yes.
What gives you the hope that you're going to get the ticket? I mean, ahead of a Fayeme, for example, ahead of a Shagoni?
Well, I think the dynamics are different. That was the general election. And I obviously had to market a candidate at that election, and I don't have any regrets about that. I believe that at that time, yes, it was the best thing to happen to Ekiti, granted the circumstance. I'm convinced that if I had the chance to do that again, I'm going to do it all over again.
For him?
Oh, yes. If the scenario...
You could be his DG for campaign again?
Oh, I mean, well, granted, the same situation. If the same situation presents itself...
You think he's still a sellable candidate for Ekiti people?
Well, it will be left to Ekiti people to decide. I don't know. I think this election is going to be a referendum of some sort about the reputation, profile, background of a number of things are going to come into the mix anyway. But let me make it abundantly clear to you, and I'm not saying it's on the street. Ekiti people have made it exceptionally clear that it will be a walk, it will be a donkey trying to going through the eye of the needle for a former governor to be able to step back into that seat.